All right, guys. Battlefield open beta. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait till tomorrow in the morning, I believe, 7 o'clock in the morning. That's when I'm gonna start rolling it out, and then there will be another beta this Friday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. What they're basically doing is they're rolling out the open beta for the people who are subscribed to EA Play. Now, the benefits of EA Play is the fact that it's included with the Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass Ultimate, automatically you have EA Play. So therefore, you can play tomorrow, uh, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Almost 5 days, I think. That's right. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 5 days you'll be able to play Battlefield 2042, which will give you more than enough time to kind of get a feel of what the BF 2042 is all about. Oh, it unlocks at midnight. Well, that's even better. The only thing is, I cannot do it at midnight. But that's all right. I got 5 days. I got plenty of time. Do you need a code? Well, if you don't have EA Play, if you don't have Game Pass Ultimate, then you're going to have to pre-order to get the early access, okay? Meaning you have to pre-order the game, and then when you pre-order the game, they send you the code. But I think if you have Xbox, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't want to join Game Pass Ultimate. I mean, the amount of value that you get with the Game Pass Ultimate, I just can't imagine anybody on this planet refusing that deal. It's like a godfather making you an offer you can't refuse, basically. Yeah, exactly. But if you have EA Play and if you have Game Pass Ultimate, then you're good to go. Which I imagine anybody who has a PlayStation, not PlayStation, anybody who has Xbox has Game Pass. I don't think there's anybody on this planet who has Xbox doesn't have Game Pass. So I don't know how the PC thing works, to be honest with you. Um, on the PC, if I was you, dude, I wouldn't pre-order it. I wouldn't waste money. I would just sign up for Origin EA Play Pro. Think about it. The amount of money you're gonna spend buying this game versus getting the EA Play Pro for $140 a year, you could actually have this game, Ultimate Edition, fully loaded with everything included, all the DLCs, all the season passes. I mean, everything. Everything for a lifetime, as long as you're the member. So I think you're better off just joining the EA Play Pro. That's just me. Versus you paying $100. But I don't know. Everybody, listen. The cool thing about this whole Battlefield 2042, everybody has a choice, right? It's just you have to determine what's more value to you. You know, maybe there's some other EA games you want to play in the future. Maybe you will benefit from the EA Play Pro, I guess. Yeah. If pre-order doesn't download automatically, I have a Game Pass and EA Play. Dude, you can go download it right now. That's what I did last night. Uh, I already got it. It's right here. I already got it downloaded. It's already ready for download. Let me see. 17 gigabytes. That's a pretty decent size. Pretty decent size for a multiplayer. 17.2 gigabytes. All right. But here's a cool thing, guys. The beauty about the Game Pass is this. Not only do you get to play it early as an early access, but also you have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday extended for everybody. There's 2 betas. There's early access, 6, 7, 2 days, and then you have 8 through 10, which is till Sunday. So basically, you have 5 days with the Game Pass Ultimate. And then people say that Game Pass doesn't have any value. I mean, come on, man. You really got to be like a super hardcore PlayStation fanboy or I don't know, PC elitist to say that. Think about that, bro. You get 5 days, which gives you more than enough time for you to decide whether or not Battlefield 2042 is your cup of tea till Sunday midnight. You know, plenty of time. What's up, Dominic? How you doing, man? I pre-downloaded it last night. No, you got to go to the store. You always have to go to the store, and there you have to search Battlefield 2042 Open Beta. Usually they advertise it, man. When you go to the store, they advertise this. I think it's advertised. That's how I find out about it, dude. It was advertised to me yesterday. But you can find it, just search it, and it will be there. You know. That's it. Just search the store, you'll find it, man. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Lucas. Appreciate it, man. Not a problem. But look, here's something interesting that happened today, too. Hell Let Loose, the game that's a, 50 versus 50, 100 players World War II game, got included with the PlayStation Plus this month of October. So for those of you who have a PlayStation 5 or 4, download the Hell Let Loose because it's included on the PlayStation. I don't know why. What happened? How is it possible that they didn't made a deal with the Game Pass? I'm just kind of surprised that maybe they made a deal with Sony first. I don't know. Maybe it was a contract thing. Maybe it will come into Game Pass later on. What's up, Carol? How you doing? I just find that interesting that on the Xbox you have to pay $40 for that game, and on PlayStation Plus it's included. You see, this is the beauty about having 2 consoles, guys. This is the beauty about having consoles and not just being stuck with one console, because then you get benefits. You get the best of the both worlds, right? You get benefits from both sides of the aisle. Just like in the future, PlayStation's going to do a trial where they're going to let you play their first-party games for like 4 hours or 5 hours. And I think that's a good idea what Sony's doing in the future. These games are expensive, right? $70 plus tax, $75. Man, I was just talking about this yesterday regarding the GameFly and, buying the games, renting the games. The only problem with the GameFly is it's just no games are ever available. You have to wait forever. That's the only problem. And I was talking about this yesterday. Because the games, listen, this hobby, it's expensive. The money doesn't grow on the tree, and you know how hard it is to make that money. You have to work your ass off. You have to put up with a bunch of shitty jobs to make that money, right? The jobs you hate, but you need the money. And you're like, fuck, dude. The worst feeling you want to have is wasting the money that you work so fucking hard for. And then you get disappointed and you can't refund the game. Now, PlayStation is giving us this opportunity called PlayStation Trial, where it's going to be included with the PlayStation Plus. Jeff A. talked about it the other day, I think, on his video. I think this is a pretty cool idea. Man, 4 hours is more than enough for me to see if I'm going to purchase this game, right? Maybe I don't like it. Imagine if I had the ability with Returnal to try it before I buy it. I would have saved myself $70 or $80. I think this is a great idea. And this needs to happen more. This is what we miss. This is what I miss back in the days, during the old days when you buy a magazine and there's a demo, right? And you try out these upcoming games throughout the demo on the disc. Back in late 90s, 99, 98, right? I miss those days. And I'm glad that something like this is coming back. Because we all want to try the game before we buy it. The last thing we want to do is spend $75 and then we get disappointed, like, oh, fuck. And then on Sony, you know how difficult, you know how terrible it is to contact Sony customer service and to get any kind of reply, to get some kind of feedback from them, whether or not you're eligible to return the game, you know. Yeah, the game is very demanding, though. It definitely is. Okay, let's see what it says here. Experience the next generation of all-out warfare in the Battlefield 2042 open beta. Wage war in a conquest mode and the map orbital set amidst the sight of imminent rocket launch. Please note that this is beta software, does not reflect the final game quality. Okay, okay, we got it. Beta starts in about 8 hours. Or in about, I would say 5.5 hours for United States, East Coast. Open early access. You see, to secure our early access and be among the first with the boots on the ground, the beta goes live, you'll need to pre-order Battlefield or be an active EA Play subscriber. So we're going to have to wait. But I mean, I'm not going to wait. I just wanted to do this to talk to you guys about, you know, this game and other games and what's coming out this week. This week it's pretty freaking crazy, man. I think I was talking to you, Dominic, about this. What's up, Fade to Black? Oh, yeah, Fade, man. I'm still here, but it's just been busy, bro. I've been rocking and rolling a bunch of first-person shooter games. I've been rocking and rolling Insurgency, Sandstorm. Listen, man, I really am like totally hooked into the Insurgency. I tried the Hell Let Loose, and I was going to do Hell Let Loose live stream for a little bit tonight, but then I decided not to do it because I want to talk to you guys about something that I don't think it's my cup of tea with Hell Let Loose. And just hear me out. I just feel that Hell Let Loose puts me to sleep. I want action. The whole idea of playing these first-person shooter games, I want excitement, dude. I want adrenaline rush. I don't want to be bored. I don't want to be put to sleep. You know, I don't want to be yawn. Here's the problem with the Hell Let Loose. And I tried it on the PlayStation 5. The maps are juggernauts. They're huge. They're ridiculously huge. And the spawn points are always far back. You have to travel on a truck for about 10 minutes to get to the fucking front line. And sometimes you don't even make it because of the snipers. It just takes too damn long to get to the front line and to start having some action. And it's too many people, man. It's just, I don't know if you guys are going to like it. This is why you should try it on the PlayStation before you buy it. Because it might be off-putting to some of you. No, it's not available now, Red Pill. It's going to be available tomorrow, October 6th. Early access. And then October 8th through 10th for everybody. Battlefield is going to be awesome. There's no question. I mean, it's Battlefield. What's not to like, right? But Hell Let Loose, I'm still giving it a try. I'm trying to get into it. I can't really get into it, man. It's just too big, man. It's like American Truck Simulator. It's like Death Stranding, dude. You have to travel like in fucking Death Stranding to get to the combat. And I'm like, fuck, man. I'll do a live stream on it, one of these days. Because this week it's packed up with Battlefield and Far Cry 6, dude. There's too many games coming out. We got, Back for Blood. Dude, I hate that they're cramping up all these games in 1 week. It's ridiculous. Because you have to make a choice as to what you're going to play. But that Hell Let Loose, it's free on PlayStation, so no one can complain. And I'm not complaining. It's free. But I'm just simply saying that I don't think it's going to be my cup of tea. Insurgency, you get right into it. You start, there's action happening, With Hell Let Loose, it's like a Skyrim, like a Death Stranding. I have to travel for fucking 10 minutes till I get to the fucking, sorry for the language, till I get to a front line. And then they respawn me way back from where I started, and I have to start all over again. I don't like that, man. I really don't. The maps are too big, man. They need to shrink those maps. My advice to developers, seriously, you need to kind of make him at least reasonably smaller. I'm not saying make him too small or claustrophobic, but make it reasonably fucking small. Because it's ridiculous that you have to travel this fucking far to get to the front line. Even as a commander, you have to hop on a fucking truck and you gotta drive for like 10 minutes till you get to the damn front line. So that's how I feel about Hell Let Loose. What did you find out about Far Cry 6? That the graphics are not going to be as good as the PC. Doesn't have a ray tracing. Well, I think they already talked about that. I think Ubisoft was honest about the lack of ray tracing for now. But I really don't care about ray tracing. Honestly, I really don't, man. Oh, I know about that. I know about Denny Trejo. And I also know about Rambo. There's also going to be a Rambo story. Bunch of cool 80s stories. Yeah. Just like they did in Far Cry 5. Remember, or Far Cry 4. They did that same shit. Yeah. I know. They talked about that, Carol. That's not even big news. Ubisoft talked about that. Even on their websites, Because I couldn't get into it, man. Honestly, Battlefield Hardline, I just couldn't get into it for some reason. I don't know why. Too many bikes, too many trucks, too many cars, people driving around, and, it was all right, I don't know. I just couldn't get into it, man. Be honest with you. when the beta starts? Tomorrow. So anyway, I wasn't like planning on doing anything today. Just wanted to kind of hang out with you guys for a little bit, for maybe half an hour or so. See what's up. So Far Cry 6 tomorrow. Far Cry 6 is on. Well, wait a minute. Far Cry 6 is tomorrow night, midnight, right? The 7th. I see. I don't like this, man. I really don't like this, bro. That they put all these games together. They cramped them up all together. Now you have to go back and forth, play Far Cry 6, then jump into Battlefield. But majority of people are going to be playing Battlefield. They're going to put the Far Cry 6 maybe on the back seat and wait a little bit, because this is open beta. It's only going to last for a few days. Open beta should have been done, in my opinion, in September. They should have done this in September, when there was nothing happening. I don't understand why these developers think that it's a good idea to put these open betas, to put these games right in the same week when you got these big AAA titles coming in, Because Far Cry 6 is a AAA Ubisoft title. Let's face it, is their, big budget title. They spend shitload of money on it. All these actors, motion capture, right? All the team working on the high textures, 4K, ray tracing on a PC and all that. And it's a big budget game. And they crank up all of that all at once. And then you got New World from Amazon as well on top of that. You got Insurgency. You got Hell Let Loose. You've got FIFA. You've got Back for Blood, all cranked up. The great thing about Back for Blood, if you have an Xbox, it's included with the Game Pass, so, But this week, and after the weekend, next week, pretty cranked up with all these games, Oh yeah, then you got Lost Judgment on top of that. You got Alan Wake, remastered version, right? So there's too many games all cranked up into it. Oh, you might play some Sandstorm? That's cool. I mean, you can jump in a party chat if you want. Dominic, it's up to you. I really wasn't planning on doing any major playthroughs tonight. I just wanted to kind of hang out with you guys and talk to you, because it's hard for me to talk to people when I'm playing a game, When I'm trying to focus and play a game, it's difficult for me to, pay attention to the chat and all that. They do it on purpose to block new games with open betas. Well, that could be true, but it's a bad practice in my opinion. It doesn't benefit us. Hold on, somebody joined me. Oh, my batteries, man! I'm gonna have to. My controller batteries are just like dying, dude. I need to start. Where the hell is it? It's right here. Let's charge my batteries. I've been using this for 5 days. No, 4 days, non-stop. And I'm very impressed for 4 days that the batteries can last this long. on the Xbox Series X and S. Honestly, I don't know what kind of technology they're using, but what Microsoft is doing here, they're really able to conserve the battery usage. So anyway, I think I told you about the GameFly. Um, I went to GameFly to give it a try to see what I can get, what kind of games I can get, and it's just so disappointing, man. I was looking at it. Um, just this whole notion that you have to wait so long. Um, Let me see some. Like even FIFA 22. I was hoping maybe I can get FIFA 22, and I was like, dude, for a couple of days it's been sitting in my queue, but it says available, like should be available, high availability, and still nothing. I'm like, what? Then someone told me you have to wait 2 weeks till they get these titles returned, till they get the disc returned, and then they ship it back to you. Um, I don't know, man. I really wanted to give GameFly a try, but what's the point of being the elite? I don't feel. Here's the problem, and just hear me out as far as the GameFly. Okay, if I'm gonna be a VIP, if I'm gonna be elite, I need to feel like I'm being treated like I'm important. First come, first serve. Oh, not first come, first serve. As a customer, if you are a elite member or a VIP member, you should be the first priority, right? That's where the priority should be. I think we can all agree on that, right? If I have a company, if I'm running a company, I need to be looking out for my VIP or my elite members to get taken care of. And I don't feel like an elite with GameFly. Like, what kind of elite am I? You should be able to send me that game immediately. Ship it right away. I shouldn't have to wait 2 weeks. Waiting 2 weeks for a game doesn't feel like an elite to me. It feels like, I don't know, like some low-level, entry-level bullshit. I don't know, man. I'm really difficult for me to get into GameFly, guys. And I think this is the reason why a lot of people don't talk about it. This is the reason why you don't see commercials on it. Because the issue with the GameFly is, guys, the issue with the GameFly is that they don't have resources. They don't have the resources to do it. They only have two distributors, one in Los Angeles and the other in Pittsburgh, right? California, Pennsylvania. That's not enough. You don't have enough resources to deliver these games that quick, that fast. And they're using U.S. Postal Service, the worst of the worst. U.S. mail. Do you know how many times stuff gets lost with the U.S. mail? How many times these things happen? And then trying to deal with the U.S. Post Office. Do you know what a pain in the ass is to just try to get in touch with them? To get to the bottom of what has happened, right? And then when those two discs that you are renting, when they get lost, you're liable for it. you have to pay for those 2 games full price on top of what you're paying a month. There's, like I said yesterday, guys, there's too many red flags. It's just so difficult for me to recommend GameFly. It's so difficult. What they should do, like I said yesterday, they should join the Amazon, and through Amazon Prime, they should have some kind of a partnership where they can have more quantities of games, more availability. You wouldn't have to wait 2 weeks, right? And I think that's the mistake that this company, GameFly, has made. They should have partnered up with the Amazon long time ago. That's what they should have done. That's what I would have done. It makes total common sense to do that. Oh, you're getting it next Thursday? Well, that's good, man. Can't wait for you to start playing some Microsoft Flight Simulator. The S is a good console, bro. I really have no complaints. The only thing is, obviously, you need to have a hard drive. That's going to be the thing. But you can always back it up. You can have an external SSD. Use an external SSD. Back up all your games so you can quickly, when you delete them, you can just transfer them and install them pretty quick. Installation process pretty quick from the external SSD to the internal SSD and VME. That's what I do. The games that meaning you don't have to download them. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to re-download them again. So you put all your games as a backup on the Samsung external SSD. Get like a 1 terabyte. And then whenever you choose to, reinstall the game, you just reinstall it pretty quick. You don't have to re-download and waste your data. Every time you do that, every time you delete the game and then you re-download it again, you add up to that data. It means you're collecting more data now. You adding more data to your whatever limit you have on your internet data caps. Hey, what's up, B7? How you doing, man? I'm B7. You sound like your nickname. It's almost like some kind of like a jet fighter. B7, ready for takeoff. Nothing. We're just chilling out here, man. We're not playing anything. We're just chilling out. What's up, Justify? We're just chilling out, man. We're not playing anything. We're just kind of having a little conversation, chit-chatting. That's all. What's up, Firsty Always? How you doing, man? Well, you got a power outage? Well, that sucks, man. Is it like any particular reason? But don't worry, you got till tomorrow, man. Tomorrow you can start playing it. Remember, beta starts tomorrow for early access. And then for everybody else, it's on Friday. What does this mean? This means that if you have EA Play, you can play it early tomorrow. If you don't have EA Play, then you have to pre-order the game, and then you get the codes. And you use the code, and then you're ready to play the open beta tomorrow. Now, for everybody else, it's going to be Friday through Sunday. No. Thank you, Smashed It, mate. Thank you, brother. Pre-order none. I don't have to pre-order anything, man. It's called the Game Pass. You see this? See what it says? Game Pass. You see that big logo?
Hello.
Hey, Dominic, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Nah, nothing, man. Just chilling out, drinking my C vitamin, uh, hanging out with you guys here because I wasn't really planning on doing anything tonight. To be honest, um, played a little bit of Hell Let Loose, and wasn't my cup of tea, to be honest. It's just too big of a maps, man. And
Too long.
well, here's the problem, man. You have to travel for 10 minutes till you get to the front line, and by the time you get there, you'll get killed, and then they spawn you back from the
And then
same
spawn back.
place. Yeah, you have to go back and you have to travel again. They need to make these
Yeah.
maps shorter, man, because we want to have
Almost
fun.
almost like Armon Squad.
Yeah, man.
It's
It's
like
like we want to have fun. You know what I mean? We want to have fun. We want to get right into it. You can have like a conquest, decent size type of maps, but don't make him look like Death Stranding. You have to travel, or like Skyrim. You have to travel, or I don't know, like American Truck Simulator, like almost like American Truck Simulator, dude. You have to like drive. Yeah, you have a truck. You pick your squad, and you have to drive them for like 10 minutes to the front line. It's just too much, man. You know, I don't know if I'm gonna get into it, man. I don't know how people got into this game, to be honest. Maybe they have some
I would be if I
tricks.
had all the time in the world. I would do it.
I don't know. Maybe they have some. I don't know, some extra accolades where they can spawn whatever they want to spawn. I don't know. Like I said, I my first experience with Hell Let Loose, and it's free on the PlayStation. It's like puts me to sleep. It's too slow. I feel like what is this? A walking simulator? A driving simulator? Like what the fuck? How long am I gonna have to get to the front lines? So that bothers me, dude. Because it's not fun. Okay, we play these games for fun. We're not playing them to. Why we play video games to begin with? Okay, for the same reason we watch movies, right? It's entertainment for fun, okay? To entertain ourselves, to escape from everyday bullshit, right? And if the game it's not fun, then why bother playing it, right? What do you think, Dominic?
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, honestly, but I don't know. Maybe you should try it on PlayStation, see what you think. I'll give it some more chance. I will stream it. I will give it proper, you know, what you call it, proper observation, right? I'm gonna play it, and I'll point out what I was complaining about, and I think people will see it for themselves. Um, Maybe they have smaller maps. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a veteran from this Hell Let Loose, and I also know there's a lot of people who gotten free copies from developers to kind of make the game look bigger than what it is. Team 17, right? Which this is the practice that's been happening on YouTube and Twitch now for it's like normal, right? Developers approach you, they contact you through email, and then they ask you, hey, would you like to, advertise our game? And we'll give you some more goodies, codes, blah, 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 blah. Just make sure you mention us. Tell people where to pre order the game, buy the game, right? There's a lot of that going on. And of course, they're all
Yeah.
saying good things about the game. But they're not telling you that you have to travel 10 fucking minutes to get to the fucking front line. They're not giving you all of the details. That's the issue with having these YouTubers these days. They're leaving out all the negative stuff. They're just telling you why you should get it. Basically, like a car salesman or like somebody selling health insurance, and that's what you have on YouTube these days. Um, it's clusterfuck, honestly.
I'll be back.
All right, go ahead. They should focus only on the next gen consoles. You mean Battlefield? It's not gonna work till tomorrow. I believe tonight midnight. So you gotta wait a few more hours. I probably think the servers will be up and running maybe 1 o'clock, depending where you are. I think it's going to be 3 o'clock, to be honest, like 3 a.m. because of the Pacific West Coast, because that's where the servers are. They're in California, EA, and I honestly think that it's not going to be, my honest opinion, because of the West Coast, LA, it's going to be 3 o'clock for people at here in the East Coast because of the 3 hour difference. I think the chances are you'll have to wait till 3 in the morning. But that's okay, dude. When you wake up tomorrow during the day, you'll be able to play it if you have early access. And then it will continue for everybody on Friday through Sunday. So if you have early access, you'll be able to play Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, total of 5 days. And 5 days, it's more than enough. Especially for those of you who have a Game Pass. You know, this is one of the beauties of the Game Pass. That you don't have to pre-order the game. You don't have to put that hard-earned cash. You get to try it for 5 days. 5 days, more than enough for you to determine whether this is something you want to invest, this is something you want to play. Right? 8 a.m. UK. Yes, Far Cry 6 definitely interests me. But I have my doubts about Far Cry 6. Here's why I have my doubts about Far Cry 6. They're keeping the same formula. I understand it's a Far Cry game. They did change the first-person view to a third-person view. And I like that, with the cutscenes. So the cutscenes are now not in a first-person view where you're looking at the first-person view. Now they're in a third-person view. So I like that. I like that they did that they changed that. But the formula is still the same. You got a warlord on some island somewhere, right? Or some country somewhere, third world country. And this warlord, it's evil. And then you got the resistance. And resistance, you're part of the resistance. And your job is to fight the resistance. Not that there's anything wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If it works, it works. If it ain't broke, why fix it? But I think Jaffe, which I like Jaffe, he brought some very interesting points regarding the Far Cry. And I'm taking this out of his mouth, where he said that maybe it's time that Far Cry and Ubisoft changes its direction, change the formula a little bit. Or how about evolve the formula? So it's not always the same old, right? Far Cry 5, pretty much the same formula. You got a cult leader on this small town somewhere out there and whatever, not Tennessee, let's say Montana, somewhere in Montana, some small village, whatever, 300 people. And you got this cult leader, and you have to fight this cult leader. There's the resistance. I wish that would change a little bit. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But again, I am looking forward to it. I'm gonna play it on Thursday night. I won't be able to play it Wednesday midnight. I'll play it on Thursday. A little bit on Thursday, late Thursday night, and then Friday and Saturday. And then in between, I'm going to have to squeeze in Battlefield open beta in between Far Cry 6 and Battlefield open beta. So it'll be kind of back and forth. Far Cry 6 and Battlefield open beta. And I don't like that I have to do that. That I have to, stop playing Far Cry 6 and then go back to the Battlefield open beta. I don't like that they're forcing us to do that. But we have no choice. We have to do it. I mean, I have no choice. I have to do it. I'll have to go back and forth. Hey, what's up, veteran gamer? It's all good, man. You can stalk me anytime you want, man. People stalk everybody anyway. Why? You do guys know did I hear the whispers about the new game called Everywhere? It's the entire world but the Grand Theft Auto style. No, I never heard about that. Have you guys heard about, like, speaking of privacy, well, you probably know about this. It's nothing new. Everything I tell you here, you probably already know about it. But maybe you don't, for people who don't know, right? There's always going to be people out there. Even I didn't know. It's impossible to know everything. You heard about the keystroke software, right? A keystroke software that's being used by pretty much all of the hackers around the world, whether it be Russia, China, India, etc., 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 Middle East, Iran, right? You name it. You freaking name it. Latin America, Mexico, list goes on and on and on. So the keystroke, basically what it does, when you go to Google, right? When you go to Google to search for something, that information has to be sent to everybody on the world. It has to be put into a server somewhere that you have searched, right? And how does the Google makes money when you are searching something for free, right? Google, it's free. Google Chrome, it's free. And you're wondering, well, why is it free for me to search, right? Why aren't they charging me to search something? The reason the Google doesn't charge you to search for anything is because of the information exchange. And that information gets exchanged through these clouds everywhere. The cookies, for the lack of the better word, cookies. And these cookies are tracking everything. And that information is shared throughout the entire world. And that's pretty much where the keystroke comes in. You guys, I don't know if did you guys hear about this? You guys know about this? This is why you have no privacy, because what Veteran Gamer was talking about, there is no privacy. Pretty much, if you are on the internet, if you are on the social media, your information is exposed. Your VPN is really not going to help you much, because all of these websites, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc., Google, they all have to keep that information shared throughout the entire world in order for them to make money with the third parties. And this is where the hackers comes in to catch that information and then use it against you. So it's pretty scary out there, man. So the thing is, you really don't have any, you're at the mercy of the hacker, unless you are a hacker yourself and you know how to, crypt everything that you do, like code everything that you do. But if you're not, if you're just a regular Joe, regular Mary, dude, it is so easy for criminals around the world to track people. They can track where you go. They can track where you're going to go fly next month, next week, which cruise ship you're going to be boarding on. They can track everything, like your entire life, man. These are some scary times, and it's interesting how media never talks about this. Isn't it interesting? We have all these congressional hearings, Facebook, whistleblowers, and all these other guys, but no one seems to talk about just like how fucked up it is. If people really knew like how scary it is, I don't think they would ever bothered um, going into the internet, I don't think they would ever. They would live off the grid. They would not have any phones. They would not have any emails. They would just live off the grid if they knew just like how unprotected and how exposed the information out there really is. Pretty scary stuff, guys. Pretty scary stuff. But that's the new world we live in right now, currently. And that's the scary part. The whole thing, it's a pony show. Flying Phoenix. These congressional hearings are just entertainment on this for C-SPAN, I guess. I laugh my ass off when I watch these hearings. It's just something for senators to talk about. They know what's going on. They know how bad things are. Okay, they know. They have the intelligence. They know what's going on. They have all the info about everything. It's just a pony show for whatever entertainment, I guess. Right? Like all of these hearings with the generals and all that crap. It's just a pony show. They know how bad things are. But there's still percentage of people out there who are not tech savvy, who are, in their 60s and 70s. They have no idea. They have no idea how exposed they are. They truly have no idea. It's a cyber war, guys. The only war that we have going on right now, it's a cyber war. That's where we at right now. It's a cyber war. Because everything's running on the cloud, on the internet, right? Your bank accounts, Jesus Christ, even your fuel pump lines, everything's run through computers, through satellite and internet. All of that, it's being run through the servers and internet. And if the grid goes down, everything goes down. Even our, infrastructure, our, power plants, everything's run by computers and servers and internet. So this is a cyber war we're in right now, like a cold cyber war. You remember, like we had Cold War in 1980s between us and Russians. So this is like a cyber war, cold cyber war is what you got going on. But it's surprising that not many people talk about this. Maybe it's the lack of information. Maybe they don't know. I think Edward Snowden, on a Joe Rogan, he openly talked about it. And this is why he spoke against this whole Patriots Act. Especially your phones. Guys, your phones, you can turn it off. They can still access the last few minutes and listen to what you did and turn on the camera for the last 5 minutes to see where were your location, what were you doing with the camera. Listen, it's pretty scary. Those phone devices are like a implants. That's why they want you to have it. That's why they want you to buy these phones and want you to have them, so they can track you, which really surprises me when it comes to this guy. You heard about this case, about this Brian Laundrie, which was the boyfriend of that poor girl that it's considered a homicide that she got killed. And he left her in Wyoming and he came back to Florida. And then for 7 days, police has no idea, FBI has no idea where this guy went, where he has been. Bullshit. Something else is going on, that they don't know his whereabouts. I don't buy into it. This whole case, I was looking at this whole case with Petito. Something stinks here. Something doesn't add up here, guys. I don't want to draw any conspiracy theories, but there's something here on this case that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like, they considered her case homicide. Okay, if it's a homicide, why can't you tell us exactly how was she killed? Was she killed? Was she strangled? Was she stabbed? Or was it a some kind of freak accident where she fell down and hurt herself? There's so much here. Lack of information. This whole case, it's so bizarre, guys. This entire case, and I'm here in Florida, and this entire case stinks to high heaven. Right? They can't find this guy, which is ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. Something else is going on here. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I got a feeling that there's more to this story than just what we think might be going on. It's such a bizarre fucking case. Bizarre. And even some other agents who were part of the Federal Bureau in the past, they say that this case is very interesting because why was it that this guy was given so much time, almost 2 weeks? 2 weeks. He could have gone to Greenland for 2 weeks. He could be in Tungusia for 2 weeks. He could be anywhere for all we know. He could have changed his facial appearance, hair, put on some glasses, whatever, change his way, the way he talks. He could have done so much in 2 weeks. And then the parents are not being charged with anything for 2 weeks. The whole thing stinks. This is such a bizarre case I have ever seen. Period. They know what time I took a shit. The Federal Bureau, if it wants to check on me, they know what time I took a shit last night. What time did I jerk off? And what time and how many times did I do it? They can find out whatever the fuck they want to find out. So this whole case, it doesn't make any damn sense to me, to be honest with you. It makes no goddamn sense. And there's a lot of things that's happening on the news today that doesn't make any goddamn sense. To be quite honest with you guys. It is weird. The whole thing is weird, you know. Imagine somebody tells you your friend or your next of kin died of a homicide, but they don't give you any detail or why it's classified homicide. So how could you determine that she died of homicide? Was it premeditated? Was it a murder? Was it not a murder? What is it? What kind of autopsy are these guys doing? Well, autopsy should be able to tell us exactly. Did she drink alcohol? Was she under stress? Did she fall down from a cliff and he left her and he drove off? Was there any marks, fingerprints on her neck or anything like that? What kind of autopsy are these motherfuckers doing? This whole case is so fucking bizarre, man. I've never seen such a bizarre case like this one. Lack of information. It doesn't make any damn sense, So anyway, I don't even follow that case. Now his sister, it's talking and it's not saying anything. This whole thing is just so... I hate to jump into conspiracy theory, but it sounds like some kind of conspiracy theory, dude. Or whatever. To keep our mind off of Afghanistan and other things. I don't know. Who the fuck knows, man? I'm starting to sound like Alex Jones. I told you. This whole thing stinks. You know it. I told you it's Illuminati. You know it. I'm from Miami, Florida. What's up, Alexander? How you doing, brother? Yeah, Flying Phoenix. They can't find him, but a guy in fucking Russia knows what time I jerked off last night. A hacker in fucking Russia knows what time I took a fucking piss and shit. But they can't find this fucking guy. Ugh. Give me a fucking break, dude. I mean, really. It hurts my head. It's offensive. It hurts my head that people would think that we're this dumb, that we're this stupid. Like, really? So what's the point of having all this technology? What's the point of calling ourselves the most advanced, sophisticated, technologically advanced bureau investigation, if we can find one fucking guy, we can't follow his tracks. Come on, man. So if you have a Game Pass Ultimate, you can download Battlefield 2042. Yes, you can. You can download Battlefield 2042 right now, but you cannot play it till midnight. You have to wait till midnight. Well, I used to live in New York, but not anymore. Solid Rev. I left him a message a couple of times, but I don't know. He doesn't want to talk to me for some reason. I don't know why, dude. I don't know. He probably heard about me. I don't think he likes me. He probably doesn't like me because I used to be friends with what's his name? Joe. You might know him as 1316 Killer. Joe from Houston, Texas. I haven't spoke to Joe in a while, man. I don't know what happened to him. I wish him all the best. I know he's been going through a lot of shit, man. He's been dealing with hackers and DDoXing and SWAT and all that bullshit, man. People need to stop doing that crap, man. And I blame Review Tech USA for that. Review Tech USA encouraged these assholes to shut down his YouTube channel, and he just gave up on that, man. It was really shitty. I still hold him responsible, Review Tech USA, for that because he never apologized formally. Where he made a video where he says, "I owe you an apology, Joe, 1316 Killer, for letting these assholes, encouraging these assholes to make your life a living hell, to put out your address out there, to dox you and all this other shit." And he never formally apologized to the guy. But I don't know, maybe Solid Rev doesn't like me because 1316 Killer and Solid Rev, they had their own fights. Because, Joe likes to make comedy. And people take his comedy misunderstood. Right? That was one of the issues that I think that happened to Joe, 1316 Killer. His comedy was misunderstood. A lot of these YouTubers got butthurt, including Review Tech USA, including even Solid Rev, because he was making fun of his guns, my guns. Like, dude, we know you're in good shape, we get it, you're muscular, but he's roasting you, and he took it to heart, like that, whatever. So I think that's the reason why maybe he doesn't want to talk to me, because I'm pretty sure Solid Rev knows who I am, and he probably knows that I was friends with Joe. Like I said, I don't know what happened to Joe. I wish him all the best. I haven't really spoke to the guy in 2017. 2018. I haven't spoken to the guy since 2018. Even his friend Pacino in UK, I haven't heard about him. I don't know what happened. I have no idea. Welcome back, Dominic. Welcome back, Dominic. I like Solid Rev, and I think in the beginning he took it to the heart, who is this guy mocking me? And he wasn't mocking you, he was just roasting you, kind of like Jimmy Kimmel's show roast other people, kind of like the guy from what's his name Steven something, he has a podcast, Steven Crowder, right? Roasting other people. It's a unharmful joke, but I guess the problem is people these days are so touchy feelings, right? Uh, some people get butthurt so easily uh, for no apparent reason, you know. And I had some people who were my administrators, my mods in the past, and they would get butthurt when I would tell them something and then they wouldn't like it, right? People easily get offended these days. Uh, of easily. They all act as if they are like some high class prima donnas, like they're some kind of lords. Everybody's acting like they're some kind of lords. How dare you question me? Do I know who I am? I'm the Lord. I am your Lord. Right? Like, get off your fucking high horse, dude. We're all human beings. None of us, it's perfect. We're all imperfect. Would think that he's all perfect. That he's all or she is all the best, you know. Go ahead, Dominic. You were going to say something? Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. My audio for a sandstorm is loud as shit.
Yeah. Listen, man, I love both of them. I like Solid Rev and I love Review Rich Tech USA. One guy's here in Florida, the other guy's in upstate New York, and I used to live in upstate New York. So he's kind of I consider both of them friends, even though they don't want to talk about me. You'll never see Solid Rev or Review Tech USA mention me, because they just, I don't know why. It's like almost they're afraid to mention my name. I don't know why they're afraid. Like, you don't have to be afraid of me, you know. People put stuff about me out there that I'm some kind of crazy maniac, this and that, whatever, dude. You know, it's all a bunch of bullshit. A lot of misinformation about me out there, you know. Now, I don't tolerate discrimination, right? If you're discriminating against me, or if you are lying and saying and accusing me about something, I don't tolerate that, right? Discrimination and false narrative implications about me, I don't tolerate that. But I'm a cool guy, man. People who know me in real life, they know I'm fun. Here's Dominic here, and he knows, like, you know, we're cool, man. You know, no problems, you know. But you know, if I cross the line, then sure, even Dominic will say, "Go fuck this guy." It's about the mutual respect, you know. But people put a lot of stuff about me out there, you know, that's not true. Nobody really knows me. The only person who really knows me, it's me, you know. But there's a lot of misinformation out there, a lot of bullshit people like to put about me. And I think that's why Review Tech USA doesn't talk about me, and the Solid Rev doesn't want to talk about me, because they're just, people are afraid of what they don't understand. Right? And I'm probably the most misunderstood YouTuber on the planet. People are always afraid of what they don't understand. And they hear all these stories, they hear about this, about me, about that, and they start putting all the stuff into their minds that I'm whatever, some, you know, lunatic, really some crazy motherfucker. If that is true, if I'm really that kind of a crazy motherfucker, do you really think I would still be here doing a YouTube? Do you think the YouTube would even allow me to be on their platform? They would have shut my ass down. They would have kicked my ass out long fucking time ago. But that's not the case, you know. That's the propaganda that these haters who don't like me, who don't understand me, want to use it against me. And it hasn't worked, and it doesn't work, because anybody who has any brain cells knows that it's all bullshit. Now, am I perfect? I'm not perfect. Am I claiming I'm perfect? But I also have set of rules, right, where I don't allow certain things. I don't allow people to, you know, discriminate. I don't allow people to put misinformation about something. But I'm fun. I'm a fun fucking guy, dude. You know. That's the part they leave out. They're not going to tell you that I'm a fun guy. You know, they're going to tell you all this other bullshit. You know. What's up, Jedi? How you doing, man? How are you, brother?
You may shot me.
What, you're playing? You're playing,
Yeah.
Oh, you are? Did you download the Battlefield?
Yeah.
That's it, man. I'm just a regular guy, man. I'm just like a Jaffe and the other guy, Frogger. I'm just like chill, man. It's like a hobby, dude. This is not like a full-time job. I don't consider myself a celebrity. I hate that fucking word. I'm just a regular dude, man, just chilling out, having good time. But of course,
I don't.
I have rules, right? You gotta have rules, or otherwise you got chaos, right? I like to share my experiences. People ask me, well, what is your channel all about? It's about whatever it is that I share, whatever it is that I want to share with you guys. It's about me. I hate to say it this way, but it's about me. It's not about televisions. I'm not strictly a television channel because I don't have the resources to do that. I would need a warehouse. I would need partnerships. I would need to hire people to help me in the warehouse, or in a studio to do the reviews and all that other stuff. I don't have those means necessary to do that. I'm not a TV channel. That's HD TV Test. That's the other guy. That's, people who have sponsors to help them do that. But I'm not strictly a television channel. I do share my OLED and the TVs that I have. I do share my experience with the games that I test on it. But I can only give you my opinions on the TVs that I have, on the stuff that I have, But it's strictly about me. It's not about televisions. There's another misinformation out there people put about me. They think that this channel is about televisions. It's not. Nowhere did I say it's about the televisions. I do love good picture quality. I like to have a high resolution. I like to have a good wide color gamut. I like to enjoy my movies and my entertainment and my video games in the best possible way. So I do have passion for that. And I don't use a calibrating equipment to calibrate. I use my own two eyes, and I share my, custom settings with the rest of you guys. And if you like it, you can use it. If you don't have to use it. But mainly, it's about me, man. That's what it says. Mr. 4K TV and Edo Gaming TV. Edo Gaming TV, it's my second channel on the Twitch. And Mr. 4K TV, it's my main channel here on the YouTube. It's pretty much self-explanatory, but people like to put misinformation about me out there, and they like to confuse me with other things that are not true, And then people get this idea and they start spreading the misinformation, right? And that's how it goes. And I can't stop that. If people are going to open fake accounts and spread misinformation about me, there's nothing I can do about that. You guys will have to make your own judgment, whether you believe that or don't believe that, I interest you in the PlayStation 4 Pro and the HDR, Even listen, man, you know who got me into this whole thing? It wasn't even me. It was Joe 1316 Killer back in 2015. I recently purchased a 4K Blu-ray player from Samsung in 2015, prior to 4K Blu-ray movies being released during the summer. And Joe was the one that really got me into that 1316 Killer. And I'm like, oh my God, we're switching to 4K movies instead of Blu-ray movies. And I really got into that whole thing. And then later I find out that the Xbox Series S is going to have a 4K UHD Blu-ray player built into it. Xbox One S. And I was like, holy shit. I don't need this Samsung 4K Blu-ray. Let me get the Xbox Series S. And let me buy a 4K TV. So that's how the whole thing started, honestly. And then I started upscaling. I was fascinated by the capabilities of the Xbox One S and how well it upscales externally. And, of course, listen, we all get it. Television upscales regardless of what resolution you put on there. It's going to upscale to that limit resolution, right? That it's displaying. If your TV, it's a 4K, I don't care if you play 720p, that 720p will be upscaled to fit that TV resolution. But I was amazed by the HDR, rich colors, and Gears of War 4 and Forza Horizon 3. I was really amazed by playing these games on the Xbox One S, and that's how the whole thing started, man. And it's all well documented in 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. Da, 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 da. It's all there. So it was really him that got me bitten with that 4K, bug. And that's how the whole thing started. But it was really not about that. I got the nickname Mr. 4K Upscaler because of me using a Uncharted 4 PlayStation 4 console connected through Xbox One S input and then output it to my 4K TV. So basically, I was upscaling Uncharted 4 from PlayStation 4 1080p onto my 4K upscale Xbox One S input and then output it to the TV. There was a couple of journalists up in Italy who actually talked about me about doing this. And so that's where I got that nickname, Mr. 4K Upscaler. That's where the whole thing started. My original name was Video Games Galaxy. That was my original name. Okay, Video Games Galaxy. And then it turned into Eden's Gaming Vault. Eden's Gaming Vault. And after that, I became Mr. 4K Upscaler. And but it was really never about the TVs, guys. Yes, I love TVs, but it was always about me. Doing these vlogs, doing these drama queen, back and forth with a Hard 8, the truth of YouTuber, doing all of that with going back and forth with Yarek, the Yarek, the Review Tech USA friend, going back and forth with the Quantum and Westside Tech and all these other guys, right? And that crazy motherfucker in Yorkshire, in United Kingdom, the guy hiding behind, camera and then drawing things, Master OLED Race, whatever the fuck his name was. So it was always about me. And whatever it is that I share, when you watch Howard Stern, right? When you listen to Howard Stern, you want to hear what Howard Stern has to say. When you watch Joe Rogan, you want to hear what Joe Rogan has to say. You want to hear his opinion about this subject, about that subject. What does he think? What does he believe? Right? And that's what it is, man. It's really, it's what. Welcome back. And I don't understand why. Welcome back, Dominic. I don't understand why people confuse me as I'm some kind of 4K guru television guy. I'm not a 4K guru television guy. That title needs to go, rightfully so, to HD TV tests. That needs to go to him. Okay? He's the one who is the 4K television. He's the television guy. He lives and breathes television. Okay? You need to go to him. HD TV tests, And you know who I'm talking about, obviously. But people mix me up with those guys, and they're like, he doesn't do television anymore. What happened? Well, I don't have the resources to do it. That's number one. You do realize these televisions are expensive, and I got to have a warehouse. I got to have a studio to do that, to keep these televisions, to send them back. I got to have some kind of contract. I got to have some means of doing that in order for me to do that. There has to be, some kind of partnership with these companies in order for me to do that. And I would have to have my own studio to do that as well. Some separate studio I would have to lease to do that, to be able to do that, to buy these expensive red cameras, to give you that state-of-the-art quality and all that. But I'm not at that level. I'm sure you guys realize that. It was never my intent, to be that. A lot of people think otherwise. Nor was I ever doing this for the money. Never was never about money. Sure, I make some, money here and there from the ad revenue. It's like a peanut money, nothing crazy. We're not talking like 10 grand a month. We're not talking 20 grand a month. We're not talking some crazy ass fucking money. If I was making that kind of money, I wouldn't need to work my other two jobs. I would fucking quit that shit a long time ago. But I'm not doing it for that reason. A lot of people think I'm doing it for that reason. And if it's true that I'm doing it for the money, then why am I stuck at 44,000 subscribers? Don't you think I would be at like 100,000? Don't you think I would, have more algorithm, right? They don't put me on that algorithm because I'm unfiltered. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I don't dance to anybody's tunes. I'm just me. I'm just me, and it is what it is. That's because in order for me to be on that algorithm, I would have to change myself. I would have to suck up to the rules and regulations of whatever the sponsor wants you to do, whatever the investors want you to do, and you got to play by those rules. But I'm not playing by those rules because I'm not sponsored. I'm totally independent. All right, so let me see. Is there anything else I can say before I go? Dominic, you want to say something? Is there anything you want to put any kind of input?
Really? I'm not.
Nah, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay, E. Crazed Assassin. Tomorrow's the what? The 6th. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna be playing this Battlefield Open Beta in the afternoon. We're gonna jump into this. We're gonna play it.
All right, out.
We're gonna play it tomorrow, probably around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, from 2 till 8 o'clock. 6 hours. 6 hours is more than enough.
I will be on it by like 3.
But that's good. 3 o'clock's fine. Yeah, the great games are finally coming out this month, next month. It's gonna be cool. And Far Cry 6, obviously, that's gonna be on Friday, and that's gonna be interesting to play that, to see how the story is and how it progresses and some other things that you can do on a Far Cry 6. It'll be interesting to see what you are able to do in a Far Cry 6, things like that. And then we got Back for Blood coming out on Game Pass on Tuesday, November 12th. October 12th. Next Tuesday, it's just the 12th, right? The 12th, October 12th. I think it's the 12th, Tuesday. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to play it tonight, unfortunately. I won't be able to do it. But I can do it tomorrow in the afternoon, 2 o'clock, for 6 hours. And it's going to be a lot of fun. 6 hours will give me plenty of time to kind of get better understanding of what the Battlefield 2042 feels like, plays like, and, And then after that, we'll continue to play it throughout, this entire weekend, Sunday. But I'll have to mix in Far Cry 6 because I'll have to jump into Far Cry 6, try that out a little bit, and then jump in back to Battlefield. So we'll have to do that back and forth throughout this weekend, the weekend. Absolutely fine, Phoenix. You guys can join me. If you have a Game Pass, just add me. It's Mr. 4K Upscaler. That's all you have to do. Just send me a friend request. There's only one Mr. 4K Upscaler that's riding on Pony Unicorn with a gray suit, Silver Fox gray suit. That's me with a purple unicorn. Don't ask me why I'm obsessed with unicorns. Do not ask me that. I cannot explain why. I cannot explain it. It is what it is. I love unicorns. What can I tell you, man? All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, 2 o'clock sharp. It's going to be great. 1,400 hours. And that will be East Coast time, obviously. Dominic, see you tomorrow. If you see Brendan, tell him to join us too, as well. If you see Rob, tell Rob to join
All right.
us. It'll be a lot of fun. And you guys too, if you want to come in to join, it'll be kind of great too. So I'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe, be good, and above all, have fun. Responsible fun. Take care.